The Italian Golden Visa. Italy is one of those countries that people don't just visit, they imagine living in. The culture, the lifestyle, the design, the food, it's all part of what makes Italy so appealing. Now, imagine pairing that lifestyle with a legal, well-structured path to European residency. That's exactly what the Italian Golden Visa offers. It's an investment-led residency program, not tied to real estate, but to capital invested into Italian companies. Through this route, you and your family can obtain Italian residency, which would give you the right to live and work in Italy and enjoy visa-free travel in the Schengen region. And the beauty of it is, there's no requirement to live in Italy if you don't want to become a citizen. But if you do decide to relocate and live there full-time, you can apply for Italian citizenship after 10 years. Many people first approach the program thinking it's about real estate or that it requires relocation. That's not the case. The Italian Golden Visa is built around active investment into companies or startups that contribute to the country's growth and innovation. That's what sets it apart from the property-based programs elsewhere in Europe. Italy designed this program to attract investment that supports innovation, jobs, and sustainable growth. The initial residence permit is valid for 2 years, and it can be renewed for 3 more, as long as your investment remains in place. That permit gives you and your family legal residency in Italy and access across the Schengen area. If you prefer not to relocate, you can simply keep renewing your permit by maintaining your qualifying investment. There's no minimum stay requirement to keep the visa active. It's designed to remain valid as long as your investment does. On the other hand, if you choose to live in Italy full-time, after 5 years of residence, you may apply for EU long-term residency. After 10 years, you can be eligible to apply for citizenship, provided you meet the language and income criteria. There are 4 qualifying routes, but 2 attract most investors. 500,000 euro invested in an established Italian company, a moderate risk, stable option. 250,000 euros invested in an innovative startup in Italy, a lower entry point but higher risk. If the investment is not maintained, for example, if the startup dissolves and you don't reinvest in another qualifying business, the permit can be revoked. The other routes include 2 million euros in an Italian government bond or 1 million euros in philanthropic donation. A key rule is that you must invest in a single, pre-identified company. Investment funds or an allocation across a portfolio of companies do not qualify under this program. You must conduct professional due diligence, both to verify the eligibility and to assess the business risk associated with the investment. As for family reunification, your spouse and minor children can be included under the same investment. Adult children qualify only if totally disabled and dependent, and in specific cases, dependent parents may also be eligible. It's actually a family-friendly structure, but within the strict limits of Italian immigration law. Now, as for a step-by-step overview of the process, here's how it works. You typically begin by engaging a qualified advisory firm like Get Golden Visa, which will introduce you to a local lawyer and help coordinate your application and documentation. Then you apply for the Nulla Osta, which is your government pre-approval. Once issued, you have 6 months to apply for the entry visa at the nearest Italian consulate where you live. After arriving in Italy, you apply for your residence permit within 8 working days. Then you complete your investment within 3 months of entry. Missing these deadlines can cause some real complications, so coordination and timing is important. You only maintain your permit as long as you maintain your original investment. There's no strict minimum stay requirement for renewal, but the funds must remain invested and verifiable. Once your permit is approved and the investment confirmed, you and your eligible family members can live in Italy, travel freely across the Schengen region, and access the country's education and healthcare systems. Even if you remain based elsewhere, the program gives you a European foothold, a flexible option for global mobility and contingency planning. After 5 years of continuous residence in Italy, you can apply for EU long-term residence. After 10 years of residence, you may qualify for citizenship, provided you meet the B1 level Italian language requirement and some other integration requirements. The investment opens the door, Maintaining it keeps that door open until you decide how far you want to go. To summarize, for the Italian Golden Visa, you need to choose the right investment, complete it correctly, maintain compliance, and respect the timelines. With proper planning, the Italian Golden Visa offers a transparent and predictable route to European residency. At Get Golden Visa, we help you structure the investment, manage the application, and ensure the process stays compliant every step of the way. As always, we encourage investors to take a measured approach, understand the rules, assess the risks, and never rush a decision simply because the headlines sound appealing. If Italy sounds like the right plan B for you, visit getgoldenvisa.com and we'll guide you through it clearly and professionally.